Alright, how y'all doing? Welcome to the video. You probably can't see from this, but it's frosty as. So on cold mornings, I like to exaggerate the move as I'm warming up. I kind of make it feel like stirring or screwing into the ground through this exaggeration move. Now, as I'm warming up here, you'll see that as I go, I get less and less pronounced, and I do the warm up at like half speed. I do it quite slowly, and at the same time, I'm stretching everything. You'll see how I get quite an upward move and then quite a kind of semi-downward press on the ground, and then everything fires through just like you see on most swings. You know, there's nothing hidden in this swing. People talk about like, oh, this is a loop. It's not a loop. Your club is going on the outside and it comes at the top, it begins to loop down and becomes on the inside, yeah. But it hits straight shots and it hits predominantly just a nice draw, unless of course you want to hold the club face, and then you'll get a slight fade or cut shot, depending on how you do it. But this is basically how I warm up before I go and play. Obviously I'll hit a few balls and stuff, but the main thing is to get yourself stretched, warmed up. You'll see that my, even though this is a hybrid, my shoulders are pretty much like pretty normal. My feet are shoulder width apart. I'm pressing my hands up on the 45 and I'm just warming up the turn so that I can then do the two moves like there, and blend is hidden. So this is the whole thing about this modern coaching golf, whatever you want to call it, back from when Seymour Dunn, that's the original channel name from Dunn Golfing, he came up with these fundamental 5 lessons years before Hogan. And Dunn said that the golf swing is 85% hands, 15% body. As long as you're doing the hands on the 45 on the vertical angle with the wrists, I would agree with that, because if you look at how much your hands and arms move, the turn part of your swing drives the body. So the turn part's a lot shorter distance than if you measured how far that club head moves vertically. As you know, how much you've got to actually move it vertically to match the turn, which is, I guarantee, where 90% of golfers go wrong. Far too rotational, not enough vertical lift, and it ends up coming over the top because there's nowhere for the club to go. The club should always be in front of you at all times and leading. And with this move, where you throw up on the 45 with a blended turn, the club's always out in front of you. It never gets behind you. So you're always in control of the club and the shaft. Doesn't matter what club you've got in your hand, it's the same. Somebody asked in the comments about wedges in the short game. You actually have to do that move as quick as, because the shorter the shot, the more you need to make sure that your shoulders actually turn. Otherwise you'll just be hands and arms, right? And you won't have any shoulders. And sure, you can hit the ball with hands and arms, but it isn't going to go very far. And because it's all fine muscles, twitchy muscles, your accuracy can be, well, anywhere. Whereas when you employ large muscles, employ a coil and a turn, then you're employing centrifugal force and gravity on the club, which means that it gets in a slot by itself. There isn't any manipulation about this. It's driven by the throw up on the 45. Everything moves from the ground up to the top, and then from the top to the ground it moves. The club throwing up to on the 45, that drives your body. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.